Got some good work done with the Dean machine last night. Did we get a look in here? Look at how good all of that is coming out. Dean is definitely the guy if you want to get your stuff cleaned up. Look at how nice that springs look. Yeah, I mostly want to concentrate on the engine today. I think miles can come out later, so I really would like to start getting the bottom end together on this. So even if we're not finished everything else, I'm going to keep at the keep cleaning the crankcase out here. And I want to talk to Miles and anybody else who will listen about maybe rigging up the oil pump and pumping some clean oil through the crankshaft and through the system before we ever put it together or try starting it. Essentially priming it now, but using that opportunity to flush clean oil through all the bearings and anything without having the engine running, just so if there's any shavings from the machining that have gotten caught in there, we can flush all that out ahead of time. I'm not really a Mr. Engine guy, but that's probably not the ideal working conditions for assembling a bottom end. Look at the sheer amount of shit that has come off the bottom of this engine. So I'm going to take a few minutes here, as long as it takes, whatever. I've got to get this all cleaned up. You can't even get under there anymore. It's so filthy. But that's it's all part of the fun, I guess. Okay, Mark is back. Miles is here, and we're still going at the Chevy here. What we thought maybe we would try is run the oil pump, and I want to just pump some clean oil through all of the bottom end of this thing while we can have a look, just to make sure that it comes out clean. As a matter of fact, you had a good idea. I'm going to wipe that tray out just so that we can see what the oil looks like when it comes out.
Well, then I'll spray it with brake clean and clean it up so it's nice. And then
well, even a little bit, you know. The goal is to get this to the point where we can start thinking about reassembling here. I've been cleaning the bottom of the engine for several days. We've cleaned the outside. We've got decided on buying a whole set of lifters. The lifters are no good. I'm going to get somebody to run the drill, and I'll lie underneath, and I'm going to slowly turn the crank as we pump fresh oil through, and we'll just see how it goes. Great moments in cinematic history here. That's pretty good. Okay. And, so if you start that, I'll tell you if you're going the right way.
Yep.
Yeah, it's priming up. Man, that's cool. So it's probably, you can go as fast as you want. I don't care.
Well, I'll keep it low. Yeah. Save the battery for now.
Sure, whatever.
That, you want to get it all in there. You want to just squirt it all out.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea.
This is a lifesaver, I think.
Yeah.
Just the fire.
Oh, and you do this kind of thing when you're doing completely new engines. You would do something like this, I would say.
Definitely, yeah, to prime it up, yeah.
I'm curious if they will start to feel the crank floating on the oil.
You should have some oil flowing through there now.
Nothing, no drips yet. Now, is there, oh wait, oh I see it now, okay. I got oil coming out here now. Oh, okay, stop. It's coming out the return now, perfect. Hey, that's fun. It's fun as in it's making a mess. Okay, I'm going to block the return line. It's probably going to start coming out that one up to the top now too.
He's got his hand over it.
Yeah,
okay, go.
Block.
Yeah. Okay, 2 of the mains are leaking now.
Okay.
And the front main's leaking now, yeah. If we can get it to the rear, we'll be in good shape. Yeah, the rear's leaking now. Yeah.
Everything in between then.
Okay, just let her, okay, keep going, and I'm going to spin the crank a bit.
Yeah. Must be easy to spin that crank now.
Oh yeah. I'm going to block the return line here and pump it up a bit. Can you get it, Mark? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, keep doing that. Let's just see what happens. Oh, it spins nice, eh?
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. We're cruising down the highway soon. That's right.
Oh, yeah. That makes me happy. I like seeing that. Lots of oil coming out. I'm not seeing anything.
No, nothing chunky.
Nothing chunky or shitty looking, no. How's the crank feel?
Like there's nothing there.
Like nothing there, eh? Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, we're seeing nothing,
No grinding, no nothing.
nothing but nice clean oil coming out here.
Makes sense. Like I didn't expect any problems in the oiling system on this engine.
No, it's not what parked it, that's for sure. But I did want to, see, this is where I was worried that I couldn't get clean enough.
Yeah, right.
So I wanted to flush everything out, and we can see.
Oh, and there's like a tray in between.
Yeah, that's almost like a lock. You see that? They just bend that. It's like a lock tab.
But it could hold shit in
yeah,
there,
that's
right?
for sure. So, and I dumped 5 cans of brake clean on the bottom of this engine now. So,
Nice.
let's see. How does this? Oh, look at that. Give that a spin,
That's
Miles.
amazing.
Isn't that nice?
That's amazing.
Just 2 fingers, eh?
Like, come on.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's. I just didn't want to take that
And
out.
how many bearings are in this? 7? Because it's a 6-cylinder.
1, 2, 3, 4. And it was pretty good
So
before,
good.
but now it's just amazing. I'm really happy about that.
And
okay.
what are these all about? These round cylinders on the back of the clutch.
You know, your regular clutch would have the finger springs?
Yeah.
Those are coil springs
Like,
instead. The
right?
Mercedes is like that. Mark would recognize them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, instead of the leaf finger type springs,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
older things, they have the coil. So
Wow.
it's just like they look like little valve springs.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's, so you can see the throw out, everything's looking good there.
It looks to be attached.
And I can see there's a spring missing here because this is flopping around and
Yeah,
it shouldn't be.
shouldn't be.
That should be held here tight. So that means you see this broken spring, that's what that used to do. So we'll fix that. Otherwise it rides and wears out the
Burns out.
throw out bearing, right?
Gotcha.
So that, and plus it rattles, ask me how I know. My Belvedere used to always do this as I drove.
Oh yeah.
Drive you nuts.
So let me go
Very
get you
happy.
another battery and we'll spin a couple of
Spin
liters
some
through it.
more,
Do you
okay.
see any garbage in the tray?
Nothing really.
Let's do this. Well, it was dirty oil that we were using, so it's kind of hard.
there's no metal flake.
There's quite a bit of shit right here, I would say.
Yeah. Okay.
So
well,
that was
dirt we
worth it.
expect. But
Yeah,
I don't see
dirt.
any metal particle.
Nothing shiny. Nothing
Okay,
shining.
good. If it doesn't look like the side of Ashley's van, we're
Right? Yeah. There's no glitter.
There's no glitter.
There's some dirt, so that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Yeah,
we wanted to.
that's
do this
what we
together.
wanted,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the beauty of this is we're flushing all that dirt out and not just letting it go back through the system.
Yep.
And we're spinning it at 1 RPM instead of 1,000. Oh, this is fine. It was just I had the thing straight onto it. But this is
Shit
a
work
bit
there.
nerve-wracking, honestly. Like, I'm not thrilled about doing this, but
Well, it
it's
takes,
way better than trying to get rings in. I'm just so afraid of touching the thing, so I'm really being super careful, that's all. It's actually, it'll work fine, it's just...
Yeah. Next time, tell that garage to chamfer first.
Oh, I think they offered, and I was like, no, it's cool, I'll get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, do you want to set it up again and just chamfer the edge? And I was like,
Yep.
oh no, it'll be cool. I'll just do it at home. Like a dipshit.
I think I used an electric.
Yeah,
Die grinder.
I could do that. I guess.
Yeah.
Dremel?
Yeah.
Dremel
Just
tool.
get a Dremel, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Save
bullshit.
yourself some.
This is for peasants.
Beauty.
Yeah, this is much better. Enough of that peasant bullshit.
It's nice.
We're being pretty careful here.
It doesn't do anything anyway. Up there.
Yeah, you're right.
Might hurt the compression.
No, I'm not worried about. I'm only worried about nicking the part I don't want to hit. So I'm just really trying to be careful about that.
There's a bitch.
This somebody
What? Cord?
just if we could
Go up.
float the cable so I'm not constantly
Right up
hanging
over top.
myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I'm gonna jab it into something. Jesus Christ, eh? Where's the Bondo? Like that's. Let's get back to
This
where.
is right up your alley. You're just taking off the Bondo edge.
Shaping her up.
Oh, there's a lot of power in that girl, eh? Can we turn the speed up a little?
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like you're trying to get one of the old classic tires up to 100 miles an hour.
Load it up to 40 psi and hit the road.
All right, come around the other side.
Do you want to switch?
Sure.
I'll take, here, you just stay there then. Well, I'll file if you want.
You file it then. Oh, you're just going mental.
Oh yeah. I just changed the angle. I kind of ran up the edge here, so I want to go back and pass over that.
Just like Bondo, buddy. So we only get one pass.
Oh, I opened up the watch this way, yeah.
Did you?
Right there.
Good. That looks pretty good. That's plenty. We'll just round that off.
Yeah, you think so?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. So, this will serve us right for turning down the courtesy bevel. What do we call it? Chamfer. The courtesy chamfer. Yeah. Should have taken him up on that. Yes. Nevertheless, that's going to look great.
It'll work.
Just totally fine.
Yeah, it'll do exactly what it's supposed to do.
That's more than Ashley's engine had, and maybe less than the other cylinders. Right? And we're going to be super careful.
Ashley's chamfer was pretty minor, you're right.
We're going to be super careful, and we have 1/8 wide rings. But big old rings.
Cast iron.
Yeah. The ones on that engine with Ashley's were crazy. They're like
They were thicker than I've seen.
Really?
Yeah, that looks good.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that
100%.
That looks good. That's going to do it.
That couldn't be better. Sorry for the light panicking there. My fault.
All good.
You know how it
All
is.
good.
You know what you're doing. You're going to be like, what are they doing? Oh,
It's just an old Chev. What can you
Just
do
an
to
old
her?
Chev.
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
They run on water.
Well, it tried. Many years.
It didn't
We
it?
tried. It wouldn't start. Funny enough, that's a myth. Myth busted.
Myth busted.
Chefs
Yeah.
won't actually run on water. You came up with this, eh?
This is my own design.
Tonight.
Are you kidding me?
What's that show that they
Nobody has done this before.
Nobody has ever made an
All
adapter.
right. Ready
First time.
Ready for some power?
Please.
That's a Chevrolet heater hose.
Oh yeah.
Keeping it all GM today.
Oh, I would say let's wipe that cylinder out a few more.
Oh, sure.
Give me another new rag if you don't mind there.
Oh, what is the deal here?
Wipe it
Hey.
right off.
Put her in like
Just-
You
so.
want to put some oil in
Found
it?
a magic rag fountain that just dispenses rags.
Not yet on the oil.
Okay.
You know what the quarter-mile time on this is going to be, eh? Like, you get pretty fancy here.
Fucking quarter mile.
Quarter-mile
Hey,
time.
quarter-mile time, buddy.
Yeah, I still have quite a bit of shit on there.
Quite a
I'm
bit
not
of shit.
sure if it'll hit its top speed in a quarter.
I don't know.
You need the
I
extra
wonder.
runaway track for those.
Hey, we
supermods.
should have people leave their guesses. I want to have like a slow car drags day would be fun, I think.
And I owned a 49 Chevy, which had the same powertrain as this does. I took on a 75 Civic
Okay.
that was loaded down with 3 guys in it, so it had a pretty heavy load on it, and I actually beat him by a nose.
Good times.
Oh yeah, beat him by a nose.
That's actually pretty good. Like, for a 49 to beat anything. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the toughest part, of course, was getting the shifter, because that shifter was just.
The old grabbing second and the
yeah.
Probably
jam.
slowed you down. You used all that momentum to
Oh,
push
yeah.
the
Yeah,
rod
yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is faster than the Fraser. What do you guys think?
It will be.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You think it'll beat the Fraser?
I do. Yeah, because it'll be new.
Yeah, your Fraser's all it's pretty clapped out.
Yeah, I got 3 words for you guys. 455s.
In the Fraser?
Yeah, man.
Really?
But you don't know what's in here.
410s.
That's right. Oh, he does know.
Oh, yeah, I still give
Look
the
at
Chevy. I still
give the
don't.
Chev?
The Chevy's
Yeah.
got.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Those
This
40s,
thing's-
I
50
think so.
teeth
The
aren't
Chev-
going to
This
do
thing's
it.
a brand new engine.
Fresh.
It'll have some snap.
Who's
to it.
pulling gears? You're going to still drive it gently.
That's the thing. It has
It'll
to
be
be.
like double clutching in the race or
Oh,
something.
sure. I'll drive the Fraser because if anybody else does, it'll blow up. That thing is so fucking beat down. And
Well,
the only person that could drive, well, I thought Andy drive this
yeah.
because he's pretty gentle.
Yeah.
He's fussier about his cars than I am.
Right.
And were you and Ashley just talking about driving them hard so you could break them?
Well, that's more Ashley. I drove him hard and accidentally broke them. It sounds like Ashley had a purpose.
Dude, it's really nice.
I think
like,
so.
There's nothing.
It sanded well.
Look at that. That's just magic. Okay.
That'll work.
Are we white ragging this thing now? Is
Oh,
that
I
where
think
we're
so.
at?
Yeah, because I got oil in the lifter hole, so
towel
we
time.
want. Yeah.
All right. Mr. Unique wants the towels.
It's got a shit
Well,
stain.
fucking fenders, man. Nothing stays on these.
If only there was a
Who
flat
designed this
surface.
car?
Harley Earl.
Not
It
meant
was
to
more
be.
meant to be rhetorical.
Yes.
Sorry.
When I buy a new car and I'm going to do whatever work needs to be done under the engine, I look around. If it has a flat surface, I'm like, good decision. This was a good buy. Right?
Yeah.
I could put all my tools there.
I like cars where you put your tools in the fenders. And then it just makes everything so much easier. Like,
So
working on the Newport is great, right? It's got that big
Yeah.
flat fender.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Right? The trunk lid on your Newport. You got it jacked up so high that it's like a workbench.
It's the
perfect.
carburetor
deck lid,
rebuild
The
bench.
deck lid is like here.
That's
And
right.
you can just sit there and you're nice and close to everything. And
Yeah, that's a happy place. For sure.
yeah, the Chrysler deck lid. Look, what are we doing here?
Good enough. Beautiful.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Yeah, so
for
like
coming
literally
by.
when we
That
come
was fun.
back, we can plastic gauge rods.
We can plastic gauge and put the new rings on. Are we going to pull the rods and pistons apart, or are we?
Why bother?
I wouldn't even bother.
What's the gain?
They're low.
We're just gonna hose the shit out of them then with
yeah,
oil.
just
And,
clean them up.
Fair.
yeah, fair enough. I don't care.
That's
Yeah,
hiding there.
I didn't find any problems with any of it really.
It's still new.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Yeah, we should have taken it out, eh?
things
That would have been the
Would
smart.
have been easier.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dean's Deep Freeze Beater Debrief.
Should we head out there?
Yeah, let's go, Dean. You can give us a story on the way there. Jesus.
Still alive. Okay, so yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
so give us a winter beater update, buddy. We're just
today-
going looking at the Coldsmobile.
I was driving the Coldsmobile, and like today I was driving in downtown-ish kind of, and it was like I was at the lights, you know, it was fine, it was running, and all of a sudden it was like earlier it sounded like more of a gurgling from the wine. It was like before it was like and now it was like and now it's like I'm like, oh no. So it might be the AC clutch bearing or the friggin' power steering, but the steering works fine, you know. I don't know, you know, it's done, right?
We gotta hear. Let's see. Like, are you gonna make it home or what?
I don't know. Let's hope, man. Let's hope I can make it
Let's
home.
hope. Fuck.
What a sweetheart.
This would be a good winter beater, actually.
Yeah. Yes.
40 Dodge.
This is your next bit. Yes, I love it.
I'd like it. Okay, hit it. I want to hear this. What is it doesn't sound too bad. Sounds pretty dry.
It's like not as bad as it sounded. Like it sounded worse before.
What do we smell like?
I got yanked by the cops the other day, man.
Oh, good.
Cops yanked me.
Was it the taillight?
No, I didn't come to a complete stop at a
Dude,
stop.
you're so bad for that.
And yeah, and I was like, damn it. And he's like, well, you didn't. We had a spotter that said you didn't come to a complete stop. I'm like, really? Because the guy in front of me stopped, and he's like, apparently you didn't stop that well at all. You just kind of rolled through. I'm like, oh no! No!
You're such a criminal.
Smooth criminal, but not smooth at all.
Not very smooth. Yeah. Did you get rode up?
Yeah, I got a ticket.
Yeah. Well, you probably deserved it.
I got a ticket.
You want to open the hood? Maybe we
Okay.
could do a diagnostic, you know, instead of just an observational kind of
Yes,
observational humor bit, you know.
Steven, I need your help more than ever now.
Coldsmobile, new for
You drove it.
87.
You drove it the other day, and it was like just saccharine.
It's just a fucking mess.
Right here.
Drives like a wagon. What are you hearing there?
That's my guess. AC. Does it work?
No, it's all disconnected. Look.
There she is.
Hello.
Oh, the clutch has failed. It's not turning. It's just trying to engage.
Oh, there it is. That's what I heard today. The first time I did it. It's doing it now.
It's definitely doing something. Oh, that sounds harsh. You better start cutting wires until that thing gets good.
It's pretty harsh.
It's pretty harsh.
It's hard.
Dude, this, you're rolling through stop signs with this fucking thing. You're such a bum.
What a skid.
Oh my god. What a skid. What is that awful sound? I hate it, he said. I hate it. What is going on? Do I hear that? Oh my god. Dude, I can smell something burning. Really? Yeah. You smell that? It's just hot metal grinding against.
No, it's terrible.
You really think somebody's grandma was driving this thing? That's the story they
That's
gave
what I
you.
was told.
Not some fucking... Like, you think somebody's grandma would put up with this fucking thing? You think somebody's grandma punched the vents out and ripped the fuse box out and wrapped it all in tape?
Yeah,
and that's how my grandma was.
Yeah.
Always ripping the fuse box out, putting in cheap stereo.
Grandma was doing that all the time.
Grandma. What do you think's happening there?
I think that's just the clutch bearing failing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
You don't think you smell something burning, or then it's exhaust?
I smell
It's not like burning clutch metal there?
Nah, it doesn't smell good.
Maybe a bit.
Maybe a bit, yeah.
Shut it off.
It's fine. That is fucked up, man. Dude, drive this thing to fucking Car Basher and
Buy a better car.
buy a good car.
I always
Anything.
like these things though, you know?
Well, then buy a good one. This is a fucking pile of shit. Like,
She's a bit of a steamer.
it's a steamer, man.
Like, hey, like the
I was
pump.
so laughing.
The clutch is fried?
The pump's not seized, so
Okay, so you don't think the clutch was trying to engage? That's what
No.
it sounded like, but I guess not.
kinda.
Or is it just wore out?
It's probably both.
Probably both, but
All you normally need to do is take the front plate off,
Oh, okay.
and then there's there's usually like a circlip
Oh, okay.
that holds the bearing on. No, he's not. He's gonna drive it till it explodes.
exactly. I'm saying, drive it to Car
That's what
Basher
I'm
right
saying.
now.
Spray some Gibbs on it at least. See if the noise goes away.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not great for the belt. Then the belt will just.
Yeah, this is a house of cards that is on fire.
House of cards.
If a house of cards could be burning in a hurricane, that's what we have here.
We have a house of cards.
This one we'll call Hurricane.
We should call this thing a hurricane.
Yeah, that was the old hurricane
Here
of
comes the
shit.
story of the hurricane. Right? Do you know what?
Okay, I'll get some Gibbs.
There's some Gibbs in your. Can I have some Gibbs? I'll pay you for it.
What's that? You hear that?
That was Dean's beer can.
Oh, I'm thinking it's kicking bearings out or something.
Ding, ding, ding.
Should we hit her? Gibbs. Give her the Gibbs.
Oh, there it is.
Definitely better.
But yeah, thanks guys for giving her a juice.
Oh yeah, we got her fixed right up now.
Thanks.
Want to do the rest of the car?
I'll just have to deal with it, right?
Huh? Deal with it? You mean ignore it? I'll just have to deal with it, as in do nothing at all.
We should paint these mirrors tonight, eh?
Don't even fucking
That's
start.
pretty ghetto.
Don't even start with.
I'm just glad I didn't buy it from someone from work. I actually went out and scouted it out, and my buddy sent me these. Hey,
You bought the first piece of shit that came along.
It was the first car that
You
came
looked
after the
at.
Hyundai was, you know. And I bought an old. What a
You better keep this. When they haul the car away, take the can of Gibbs out. Don't let it go to the junkyard with the Gibbs in it.
No.
Just fucking chips and fucking car parts and
It's a car, water bottles and
On the
newspapers.
on the bump stops, eh?
Yeah, just a skid.
And jammed into the snowbank, yeah.
Did I jam it in?
Like he had to burn. He burned a hole through with the exhaust.
Jesus, this thing is a fucking
What a
pail.
skid,
What a pail. Holy
I
fuck.
love it, yeah.
You love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thanks for Winter Beater Update. Hey, we're back with Matt and Jim at Strong's Garage, and it's generator day. I want to fix the generator on my Model T, and Matt and Jim, of course, have the correct tools, parts, and testing equipment, and Andy is here with me, and we're going to get into repairing the generator on his 1929 Indian Scout motorcycle. So we will join our buddy Jim here at the testing equipment.
Hey, Scott.
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, very good. How about yourself?
Poor. No.
Oh, poor.
Well enough.
Good.
What's going on here? Oh, you just were down at the old Canadian Tire.
I'll just take out this. That.
No, not much, eh? Weird.
Yeah, it's wiggle it at least. Do we want to come off before this cutout here maybe and see, does that help? Okay, now you're getting negative.
See, the polarity is somehow backwards. It's showing us negative voltage there.
So what are we trying to do here? Polarize it again?
Yeah. Was that spinning which way?
Clockwise, which is what we want, because when we run it, we're going to drive it the other way.
Try and move that brush if you can while he's the brush.
Is it right there?
Yep. It never made any difference, but
It should though.
that's so weird. Don't know what to tell you.
Weird.
It's behaving like it did from the very get-go. If the diode was pooch, we're skipping it anyway.
Yeah. And the field is just the field, right? There shouldn't be any polarity to that. Like which end of the field goes to the brush and to
I
ground.
think there is something to do with that. But
Yeah, well, let's just throw it on the machine and see what we get real quick.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And see if it produces the
See if you get a positive number instead of a negative number.
See, aside, because that might make a difference. For the direction.
It's less than we had. We had 1 volt.
Yeah. No, but at least it's in the right
Yeah,
direction
yeah,
now. Okay, now you want to try and reverse those two field wires.
Yeah, let's do that just to see.
Okay.
And then
Do you want to spin that, run that plate and see if that changes things now? Kind of slows it maybe, yeah.
Okay, 6.4 volts.
Anything? Because it lit up. No, it lit up the test
Well, how
light.
many amps should this put at?
1.5.
Oh, but it's not going to light that up at 1.5 amps.
You don't think so?
No.
can you catch amps on that too?
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can just use
Yeah,
this
just
as a
see
load.
if you've got 1.5 amps coming out.
This won't even probably. Well, it should show, but it
It'll
should just flicker. Yeah.
Because this thing will do 10 amp load, right?
Yeah. You can run the little test light through it.
Yeah, let's do that. But it's going to be in series, right?
Yeah, just in series. You need that to keep the flow
So
from.
we're going to have to do like this then.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, half and half. Yeah.
The thing is,
sorry.
this doesn't draw fuck all.
Oh, there you go.
You should have moved that, right?
She's lit.
We cranked up the most voltage we could get.
Okay, I guess you got to have it through the
Oh, maybe put the big light on.
Okay, stop for a sec.
Yeah, because even if the light doesn't glow, it'll provide the same amount of load, right?
Hey? No, this is just a cutout.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah,
Hey, there's an amp. You got an amp.
yeah, 1.2 amp.
Hey, that's good.
That's all you need to run
Yeah.
a little bulb. I don't know why this isn't glowing at all.
That might be pretty good. I don't know.
No, but it's letting current flow,
But
so
6
it's not.
volts at 1.2 amps is only how many watts, right? If it's a 35 watt
watts.
bulb, yeah, you're not gonna.
But it's only supposed to put out 1.5 amps. So
Okay. Well, and that says like 1200 RPM.
We don't know.
So there's. Oh yeah, so
Oh,
it
look at
changes
that, look at
vastly, right?
Now it's actually working.
So you can have your 0.8, you can have 0.6.
well, and on the voltage scale, that was from 5 to like 7.5 volts. I'm of the impression that I'll ride the headlight on if I have to. So I'll just paint it.
Okay,
max
that's pretty
around.
pinned there. So you're getting 6 volts and 1 amp. So
Oh yeah,
that's
it's operational.
fully charging.
Well, that's a real thing now. Hey, that's fantastic.
I wish that amp gauge would work. I guess it should.
Well, I think
it does.
It's just as you're so.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
it
it does.
comes up.
It comes
You just-
Out of curiosity, if you spun it backwards, we should get nothing.
No, you could probably get negative.
Well, not with the diode in circuit.
Oh, it'll be 0, right?
It'll be 0.
Wait, we'll see what happens. I got the 3rd brush right there to do the job. Bang.
The diode works.
Yeah.
You reverse the direction.
Well played.
Here goes, buddy.
Only 0.4 now.
Yeah.
Here, we can tighten up this point plate here then, and then.
You need a little Robertson deal?
Oh no, it's a double duty.
Oh, wow, that's
Nice. Okay. So.
Ready?
Replace those. Okay.
So there's the rivets are in place. Now you just
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
have to do
how
this.
much better.
So this has a little tit on it that you line up inside this, like a mandrel, and then
Yeah,
just
yeah.
put the head on there, and then you just push on it. I'll hold the thing, or you'll have to. I don't think I can do it with one leg.
Yeah, right on.
So I just have to just make sure this is going to clear. Oops, I lost one. That's okay. Perfect. Yeah. And then that just comes down and done.
Yeah.
You don't need to go crazy because it's just holding this plastic on.
For
right?
sure. Yeah, it's perfect.
And then we'll be insulated again. Start
Right
from
on.
there. We'll use the old machine here.
Yeah.
I lost a rivet, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
You know what? We don't want it
Put
to.
them both so it doesn't.
I'm gonna just put it in loose upside down, just so we stay in no
We even have period correct lighting in here.
Did you not change the candles when you knew I was coming over? I'm not sure if I'm.
Just take it out and check.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Attach it to the wall. Yeah, I think she did it there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah, it's
This is gone as far as it's gonna
Yeah.
go. Well, that's fine then.
as long as it's not going to be in your way, that'll be fine. It's the only rivets I had.
Yeah, that's fine. It won't.
Okay, that's our problem.
That's fine.
That's
As long as we know what it is.
Yeah. Hey, coming in for round 2.
Coming in and.
There.
Oh, there.
At least
You
you
felt it went that time, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's 100%.
It's called the reliable for nothing.
Yeah. And I thought, well, if I'm sitting here beating my head against the wall over this, when all I had to do was, because I tried everything, and I was like, well, cross the fucking wires the opposite way. So this should be back the way it was. Okay, and then this one, there. Fussy old shit, eh? To try not to swear nationals. Fuck! Fail. Oh, you're out.
You're down to bronze.
Shit. I'm gonna have to start making up some new swears here. It won't take me long. There we go.
String together a few, eh?
Man, that's when I'm really mad, is when I totally can't think of any more. And you're just like, you
mad that you can't think of
then
any
you're
more
more
customers.
frustrated because you're like, I'm out of gas. I got nothing left, and it's still not fixed.
Then once you've broken everything inside, you're back
Then
to square
you're
one.
back just fixing it again.
Start over with your alphabet. Is that going or?
Yeah. It's just- okay, so I'm gonna tighten that up, and then we're gonna take a short swear break.
Reconvene.
Have a
Just
few
fresh
swears, have some
coffee.
coffee.
Made some coffee, so.
Yeah, because nothing like coffee to calm you down.
Well, that's what I do. Hey, you get you fired up and then rile yourself up more. So.
Yeah, coffee. Huh?
Where's that from? Andy. Oh,
What?
wow. Working for Scott over here, you got nothing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's back together. Is it not hitting? Nothing's gonna hit. Okay, well, that is enough that it should work.
So we decided the problem was hopefully the insulators had failed, eh?
We're hoping that. And here's the third brush. It's still loose and
Mobile.
movable. Tighten this set up here just enough that it doesn't throw it off, and then it's ready for a test. All right, let's motor up our Model T generator. We'll see if we made any progress. Right, boo dog. That's not going to hurt anything there.
Right there's fine, yeah.
Should just drive.
Yep.
Okay, so we want it to just turn.
Round 15.
Is this
Should be round
plate
1.
or? Oh yeah, we can shift it.
Round 1.
Yes.
First try.
That's right, first
Hey.
attempt. There you go.
That's clockwise, and then you back it off till it just
look
wants
at
to move.
that.
Yeah, as I say, white gas.
there.
Just till it doesn't
Just till
want.
it wants to drive slightly.
Yeah, it wants to drive slightly there. So right there,
Right
we'll tighten it
Now
up.
you tighten those screws at the
Phil,
back.
grab a screwdriver.
Okay,
And
before we
then-
even move it.
Yeah, and that'll
And
be
then
your
third
voltage.
brush drops in,
And then the third brush goes in, then we set the amperage at the third brush, and then
we're done.
done.
So maybe the problem I had the whole time was just no way of.
You're too far out of adjustment with
I
the
didn't
other
have
one.
the big screws in the right
Too
place.
far out of
Yeah.
adjustment to begin with that you
Yeah,
could never.
that I
get-
could never get the
couldn't
third
get-
brush
yeah.
to dial it down
Exactly.
enough. Okay, well that's
That's what
great
I'm
news.
betting anyway. And I don't think that insulation was helping anybody.
Okay, so now we're mild. I got to loosen it off before.
Yeah.
Because we can't move the third brush now.
Oh, is it tight?
I tightened it so that we could move the
Yeah.
whole plate. But you tightened the plate now?
Yes. Please.
So that's the difference from the one we were working with earlier, Jim. The plate moves in a Model T generator, whereas that split door, only the third brush moves. The other
Yeah.
ones are all fixed.
Don't you have the Ford wrench?
Something about the-
Probably do.
You
So,
probably do.
yeah,
Luckily, the Ford wrench is probably just a 5/16.
yeah. There's probably some special bend on it.
There we go.
Here. 7 volts and what, 5 amps? 8 amps?
Just try to.
This is as low as it went.
That's how you set up.
Andy just sent me a note. He's next door at my neighbor Ken's place. Ken, of course, is Matt's dad. That's how I know Matt from Strong's Garage. So, anyway, Ken has offered to repair or remanufacture the part of the generator drive for Andy's Indian motorcycle, and going to get him to sort out the cracked exhaust manifold for the Chev. I thought it'd be easy to find one of these, but apparently the early ones are different than the post-war ones, so Ken offered to braze it up, and Ken says he can do it, he can do it. So I'm just going to run next door here. Well, not run, it's too far to run.
You got that Chevy running yet, Scotty?
That's why I'm here, buddy.
That's why you're here.
I saw a manifold. I saw a manifold.
Yeah, I dragged my manifold over. I was going to start reassembling the engine this week.
Oh, he's got the magic
okay.
cast welding.
Yeah, we
That
talked about this cast
Yes, we
manifold.
did.
Yeah. So where can I put this so it's not in your way, Ken?
Just set it on that pail.
Okay. Headed over to my neighbor Ken's house, and he just gave me a call and said that the exhaust manifold for the 37 Chevy is repaired, and that's awesome. Man, if you look up the definition of capable, there's a picture of Ken. This guy is just a champion, and not hard to see where Matt gets it, that's for sure. So there we go, there's the long quarter-mile drive to Ken's house, and the Newport just stalled because it's a Newport, and I didn't let it warm up, and we're just gonna see if we can roll down the driveway. What a skid. And there we go. Oh yeah, you can even see there's a Model T racer right there. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna pop in here at Ken's and we'll have a look at this manifold. It was cracked and warped, so sounds like people we know. Oh wow. Oh, you really went to town, buddy. That looks amazing. Oh, it was really broken, eh? We almost went all the way through, eh? Yeah.
When I V'd it, it was actually burned away on the inside.
Oh yeah, no, this was really in bad shape. Yeah.
Leaking, eh?
Yeah, this was in bad shape.
So
yeah.
it's a fillet. That's a full fillet.
Sure. Yeah, fantastic. Well, I'll have to get you to show me how to weld or braze cast one day.
If you
Not
TIG,
that bad.
it's way easier than TIG.
Okay.
Once you establish that
Yeah.
puddle, then it'll just
stitch in there.
flows.
Yeah.
It just.
That's awesome. Well,
So
thank you
that-
so much.
we got
And
that.
how did you end up rigging it up to get this square?
Oh, I put.
Did you put a plate on here?
No,
like we
there's
talked about?
actually this
There's a
surface
flat-
here is pretty good, and then I put
Okay.
some blocks under, and then I clamped it here,
Yeah.
and I checked it across, and I had 2 or 3 thousandths. I
Yeah.
thought that's close enough.
Close enough.
There was about 17 thousandths from one end
Oh
to the
wow!
other.
So it
maybe
was not
50.
going to seal. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have probably not.
Would have
yeah.
probably
So this
not.
is all dead true
that's
on its
great.
own plane.
Oh. Well, I didn't even think about this as a problem when I started, but
Right. Well, yeah,
all
but
the
it's,
later ones dump back here,
okay.
so I can't use it because I got 2 16s laying around.
Well, it looks like a repair, but doesn't
I
look
don't
like
care.
a god awful home one, eh? Like,
No, it's an original 1937
exactly.
manifold.
You'd have to go over it twice probably, and because you get little inclusions of flux
Oh, I
that
don't
don't
care.
look like they're there until you beat it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna leave the beat. It didn't look bad. I thought,
What do you mean?
I'll just buff it down a little with it.
Oh, sure. I don't
just
care
sand
what
it.
it looks like, man.
But
The fact that it's not going to
it'll-
go
Yeah, it'll be that.
and
Little,
it's straight and it's strong and it's
Yeah.
fixed. No, I'm totally thrilled, man. Thank you very much. What do I owe you for that?
it's all good.
I don't like
No,
to
you
take
did shit when you. No,
All
don't
right,
worry about
well.
it. It's all good. It didn't take very long. And
Just tack it on the Model
Matt's
T
warranty.
stuff.
Matt's warranty. I got to take.
What's up, Mr. Tom? I'm taking the crankshaft or taking the camshaft off, pulley off my Model T here. I just
What did you have to make a puller or?
no, I was able to get a pry bar behind there
Behind it.
and just three little taps.
You don't crack.
Oh, I didn't pry very hard.
Yeah.
I just put a little tension on it and I tapped it 3 times and it fell off.
Oh well, that's good.
So it was nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a light?
Fucking right.
Shine the light over here so we can see.
Quarter? Fuck you.
Quarter's a good deal. I'll take that. Okay, so
Geez, lots of filings in there, eh?
where?
Well, look at that's all fucking filings.
What, here?
Yeah.
That's a felt seal, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. There's
Yeah, it's just felt.
well,
Well, we'll see when we get
Yeah.
going here. Okay.
oh yeah,
far
that's
as-
fucked. Yeah.
Huh?
It's supposed to be square and it's round.
One day I'll get a straight answer out of you. I thought maybe this was rocking back and oh there. Oh geez, it's just worn out. That's all. Look at it.
Yeah.
And that's the knocking I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Right?
yeah.
There's the knocking.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Well,
It looks
that's
like-
no big deal then.
Well, I'll just get a new gear. Yeah.
Yeah, but you may have to get the bottom one too.
Well, they're designed so that this one wears.
Oh.
See, this is softer material.
Okay. Can you turn it around? No.
I don't think so.
No.
No. Ah, they're not that much
No.
money. I'll just get Matt to bring one home from his shop there. I don't think there's much else to it, right? But
That should just pull out, shouldn't it?
no, it must be something to do with that. Let's just get that and take that off and see what happens.
Yeah, that would make
Well, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the best case scenario
Well,
because that
that's
means
right.
that it's
That's
just
right.
the gear and it's
Yeah.
easy to fix.
yeah. But that would be what the noise is.
Well, it's definitely making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what we should do is turn the engine over maybe so that the gear teeth are lined up, right? There must be a timing mark on here. That would be kind of an amateur night thing if we didn't get that right. Okay?
Yeah, we'll put a nail in here and turn that over.
Right there. You see the word Ford?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also there's a line here too.
How do you get that thing off of there?
With a flat wrench.
Oh, you see that? Somebody's hit that with a punch.
Yeah, I think you gotta punch it off. Like it probably unscrews, eh?
Well, I'm gonna just give this a once over. Obviously, it could be a little better in here, even though that's outside the engine. Looks like there's remains of some kind of gasket-like device there. All of this is, to call it poor, well, you know, it is what it is. It's all perfectly good for what it has to be. I'm just going to wipe this out, get that out, and then we're going to put this back together, and let's see how that goes. Alright, we got that kind of lightly cleaned up and ready to fit the new cam gear, and I did consider cleaning up in there, but you know, what do you think the rest of the engine looks like inside? Like, I don't see anything to be gained by using, you know, any amount of solvent to wash all of this stuff down into where the engine's going to ingest it. I'm quite happy to just leave that alone. It's not going to get any worse with us putting it back together here with a new gear. Let's have a look. The old gear was cast iron. This is an aftermarket, obviously, showing 3 thou over. So I'm hoping so. If I didn't already show you guys the cam gear that came out, I think it's easy to see why you might want to put one in. There we go. Just had to kind of put a nut on here and turn the camshaft, push the gear on, and then here is the large nut that holds the cam on. And so that's all ready to go. It's you can see there's still too much backlash, but it's way less than it was. So best we can do for now. I'm not rebuilding this engine. I mean, if we want this thing any better than this, the whole thing comes apart. And right now it's running fine. So we're just going to go have some fun. I'm just going to oil all that up. And then we'll move on to... Looks like there's still some pieces here. So we will have fun with those. I'm just going to reuse the old gasket because, you know, why not? There's really... that ship has sailed, you know what I mean? Like, we're just putting her back together here. So I did put a little sealant on the inside corners where the two gaskets meet. It's a strange setup the way that this cover goes on here, but yeah, seems fine. Let's hammer this together. Enough screwing around here. Look at that lovely piece there. And just slide that in. And there. Okay. Everybody happy there. Okay. Now we got to remember where all these go. There's one big one here. These two are generator. Just put them in for centering. That one. This one also generator. And it also holds the cap on here. And we have two long blind. These ones go through, I believe. Alright, well, sooner or later, it's going to require two hands here. Okay, engine cover is back on, and got my little felt seal in there, and a little shield here goes over there. You can see she's kind of not quite perfect, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. If everything else so far hasn't been, I'm going to reassemble this and the timer that goes over top of it. Then I think we're ready. You know what? Maybe we're going to put this pulley on first. And there's the pin for the crank starter. So let's get that back on. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal, but it was a bit of a job getting it off. So I'm just positioning it with the wear where it should have appeared if it was being used. So just in case it fits better the way it came out. And there we are. Timing back on, generator back on, crank back in. I guess that's just how it rolls. And pin and cotter key, and there's a cotter key down there, and this is all good to go. So, just going to double check on the torque here. Don't get carried away on any of this ancient stuff. Good. Alright, so I got 1 or 2 wires to hook up there. And radiator can go back in. And that job is done. That's cool. I'm glad I did it. You know, is the car really going to run a hell of a lot better? I don't know. Probably not. But I did want to do that just because I didn't know what the knocking was. And if you got that far into it and didn't replace the timing gear. That would have been kind of silly. And it's not like the old one was really like excellent still. So radiator can go back in and it'll be ready to go in the spring. And with any luck, I might even be able to put the cutout cover on this year and the cover on the generator. I would like to get that dialed in. Oh, look, there's a little dog. Hello, little dog. How are you? The radiator rebuild is still in the cards, but there's no hurry. It's quite usable the way it is. Not any panic for that. I was fighting with these hoses and I thought, I wish there was some kind of thing I had nearby that was for mounting rubber things. Oh, like the gallon of tire slime that's right there. I really like the way that the radiator is mounted on springs. That's quite clever and neat little system. Looks quite nice. A lot of this was damaged and missing when I got the car, so I really enjoyed getting that functioning again. I think by tightening these bolts you can center the grill or radiator a little bit. Pretty close. Okay, Frankers, that thing is back together. That's one job down. I still haven't started the interior, but I'm kind of bent on finishing, or at least getting this thing running. Let's get this Chev running, and that way, you know, at least we're moving ahead on this. Yes? Okay. Hey, Bobo Dog, are you helping? That's good. Hey, we're here with Mini Frankers and Kyle today. Back by popular demand is the 1960 Plymouth Fury shirt that we had made up for the show here. There we go. This time we actually have a real one to show you guys. It actually is a real thing. They exist. We sold a whole bunch of them, and I guess a bunch of people didn't get their order in on time. And since they're made to order, I thought since we got a number of requests that we would do a second run of the Plymouth shirt. There we go. So I think it turned out really well. They always do a good job. We're going to take orders for the next 2 weeks, and here's your chance. And then we may reissue some of the other shirts as well, just because once the design work is done, then it's pretty easy to bring them back. The thing is that we can't keep them in stock because they're all made to order, because inventory is death in a business like this. So we just get them printed to order. So if we sell 50 of them, we print 50. There's not going to be any in the store. Anyway, I think they did a great job, and I'm very happy with it. And this one's mine, so you can't have it. Kyle, did you get one?
Yeah, I did.
And he's not wearing it.
No, I got it.
Way to go.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Kyle didn't know that we were pimping the shirt
I didn't want to armpit it up before I got to wear it out to a fancy restaurant with the wife.
Going to a wedding. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching the show. Please order a shirt because, yeah, why not? It's a shirt.
It is fucking sweet.
That's actually a photograph of my car taken in my yard. So there you go.
It's done well. It's like the Boogie Van shirt. Yeah. They're done well.
It's the same company that did the Boogie Van shirt, and they did a superior job. So we're going to take orders for a couple of weeks because the mail service is kind of hit and miss lately, as with the rest of the world. Just so everybody knows, we take orders for a couple of weeks. It takes a couple of weeks to get them printed, and then the shipping starts after that. So I know people who ordered in early October just got their shirt, and now we're talking, you know, Australia and places far away, but it's not 6 to 8 weeks, it's more like 8 to 12. So just to make that clear up front, we did get some letters from people who were wondering, you know, what was taking so long and stuff, and I was on the phone with the printers, and everybody just says, well, that's the way she goes. And so, you know, that's just a that's the way she goes kind of notification. But 100% of them showed up. And yeah, so there you go. The link is in the description of the video, and I don't know, leave us a note if you think there's anything else we should offer that we could sell a reasonable number of. What do you guys think? We got maybe Dean's Greasy Flips beer cozies.
Well, Flips koozies would be...
Flips beer cozies?
Flips koozies would be tits koozies. That's...
Anyway, thank you guys so much. That's what's coming up, and we're going to take orders for this Saturday, next Saturday, and the Saturday after that will be the final day. And then that's it. We will not be doing a third run. I didn't even expect to do a second run, but a lot of people apparently were interested in getting one who didn't get one the first time. So this will be it, though. We have a very, very small online operation, and it in order to keep the monthly budget for it reasonable, it can only stock a very small number of items. We'll obviously keep everybody up to date when the next sketchy ripoff thing becomes available. And yes, apologies to everybody who got phone calls from their bank or Canada Customs for ordering stuff from the sketchy ripoff kiosk. I didn't really think that would be a problem.
Sounds like a legit business name.
Well, if you were going to actually rip people off,
would you call
it sketchy ripoff?
Well, maybe that's the new thing.
I mean, if I was going to actually hose people, it would be called, you know,
Investments by Newstead.
Yeah, or you know, we're already on all the lists anyway, so fuck them. Anyway, cheers. Don't forget to
call now.
Call now. Give me 10.
1,000. Yeah, it's a nice number.
It's a regular contributor.
Same old shit.